Hi friends, welcome back to Songs Guitar Music, and today we are doing episode 2 of Why Do You Love This Song? And today's song is going to be Mahi Ve from the movie Highway. One of my personal favorite songs, all-time favorite songs. And I'm not sure how many times I might have heard this album. I'm sure you people have had this experience of listening to an album and liking it so much that you keep going through it over and over again, repeating the entire album and then figuring out some songs that you don't like, and then you try to eliminate that and stick to the songs that you like. So that was my experience with Highway. So let me tell you a story about Highway. So this entire album came out at a time when I was quite lonely. I didn't have people around me that much. So I had a lot of time, walking around and doing things by myself. So I used to put this album on and just listen to it on repeat mode and figured out a lot about a lot of songs. Now, this was a time when I didn't have any formal knowledge in music. Formal is not the right word. I would say I didn't have too much knowledge about music. I always was a very keen listener, but and not a casual listener of music. So I always enjoyed analyzing what's happening musically. But at that time, I wasn't playing any instrument. I didn't have any knowledge about music, what's happening, what's not happening. So that's my story about this song, and it has stayed with me. I think I go back to the song at least once or twice every 2 3 months, and happened to be listening to it yesterday. So I thought, let's do how why not how why do you love this song video about this particular song. So let me play the song and then I will take you through the journey of the song. I will tell you what I feel about things, and then you can probably comment and let me know what you feel about the song. And before we go there, if you have not done it already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. And also, for this series of lessons in particular, please interact with me. So please put in your comments whatever you feel about the songs that I'm doing, the videos that I'm doing. uh, please feel free to send in your suggestions. I would love to learn from all of you. So let's go into the song now. See, if you have been following the channel, or if you are following me on Facebook or Instagram, you must be knowing that I'm a huge fan of AR Rahman. I believe that he is one of the best musicians ever in the entire world, not just in India. And there are many reasons why I feel that. I'm not saying that he is best at a particular instrument or he has all the knowledge in the world about music, but the way he puts things together, according to me, in terms of arranging a song, or in terms of you may call it architecting a song. Okay, now you might ask, what is architecting a song? So in terms of analyzing which section goes where, and why a particular section should be here and not at the end of the song or in the middle of the song, and then also blending it together with many other things, especially because of his strong classical background, that is Indian classical music. Most of his songs, if you take out the musical side of it, the instrumentation, orchestration, they are always going to sound like classical pieces. And I've been a fan of classical music right from childhood, especially a bigger fan after I started learning music. So that way, I think the way A R Rahman brings things together in songs, I'm not sure we have any other musician right now in India who does that. Plus, he fuses it with his musical influences like African music and Middle Eastern music and Western music, obviously, because he's a pianist, so he must have done classical piano as a kid. So, coming back to the song, I love the way it gets started. There's a very mellow start to it, and I think there's some If you are a music producer, then please comment on this and let me know what type of patch is that which is playing in the beginning. And musically it's very interesting because he's oscillating between two notes, da, 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 da. And then he does that, I think there are four chords as such, and then slowly it moves into the groove of the song, which is the beat. I think that beat then remains constant throughout the song, and this is one of the other features of AR Rahman's music. You will always have some kind of a thing which is constant. It's like a drone constantly happening through the song. So when we do our songs in future, I'll explain to it in other songs also where I see. Now for this particular song, I think it's the groove, it's the basic beat, the percussion that's happening, and that stays throughout the song. See, these small things, I'm not sure if the producers do this or if it's his own input in songs. If you heard this part carefully, throughout the groove, just to ensure that it doesn't get boring after a while, he adds certain small elements. So there's this sound, something like something flying away. Listen to it. So that's the beauty about his music. I think he works a lot on every individual song, because you will hear this always coming out from people in the film industry, and it takes a lot of time to give them songs. And I think there is a valid reason, a justified reason for this, because I think he works on each and every individual element of the song. As far as my research goes, I know that he is not just a musically trained person, but he is very good with technology also. In fact, extraordinary with technology. And right from the beginning, I think he started using music computing well before other composers had started doing that, especially in Bollywood music. Down south, people were always technically strong, and they used to include a lot of technology in the music that was happening. Let's go ahead. This is another thing that I really love about AR Rahman's songs. The way he uses vocals in a musical manner. Now you might feel, Dhanesh, everybody does this. Everybody uses vocals in a musical manner. I'm not talking about when people sing lyrics. I'm talking about when he uses voices to create things that resemble somebody playing an instrument. Like this phrase, something like that. Or maybe if you have heard songs of Rockstar, Jo Bhi Main, ya, things like that. Many other songs where he adds elements of music but done through vocals. Sometimes the chorus section does it, sometimes the lead singer does it. So that's beautiful. Now coming back to the song and the lyrics, I think the lyrics are beautifully written. I'm a huge fan of Irshad Kamil. Recently there was his birthday and I did a post about him on Instagram. You can check that out. And I love the way he writes very deeply meaningful stuff in a very simple manner. So you won't find it difficult to understand. Like somebody like Gulzar, how he writes lyrics. It is extremely heavy, extremely meaningful, but it is very difficult for a normal person to comprehend it in the first time. If you keep listening to it, if you keep researching, then you understand, oh, this is what he meant to say. But with Irshad Kamil, it is different. Okay, he will say deep things, but he will say it in a very subtle manner. So I think lyrics always add to the music that is done for films like this, a Rockstar. I think he's written songs for Jab We Met also. So Irshad Kamil is one of the reasons why I love the album Mahi Ve. One song that I like from the album, Kahan Hu Main. It's not a very popular song, but I love it because of the way it's written and composed, obviously. Now, coming back to the vocals of AR Rahman sir. So, uh, I've heard him say in interviews that he mostly does the vocals himself only when he feels like he can do justice to the song. If he feels like the situation demands some other vocalist, some other singer, then he never does those songs himself. And maybe probably he might be biased towards some songs that he likes so much that he wants to ensure that he's involved in every possible way in creating the song. It could also be that there is lack of availability of the singer that he wants. So probably those reasons push him into singing. But I love when he sings. Does not sing a lot, but whenever he does, I love the way he puts his emotion into a song. So some of the songs, if you are if see, I'm somebody who explores music from all genre, all languages, and I've heard a lot of South Indian music also. And if you have heard Tamil music from AR Rahman, you will, because there the language barrier is less. I think with Hindi he has a language barrier, but with Tamil it's his mother tongue, and he's sings so emotionally some of the songs. You will be really touched when you hear it. Just as a musician, don't listen to them for the sake of lyrics, just listen to it as a musician, and try to see how you feel the song. Let's go ahead. See, there is in such kind of a song where there's a constant groove going on, there is still some fills added which are played on piano just to break things up a little bit. If you listen to it carefully, that gives the listener a sense of relief, because there's a lot of I won't call it tension. The song is not much about tension, and if I remember the visuals of the song from the movie, I don't think it's very tense, but the song is not completely happy also, because of the way he's singing. There's a slight bit of melancholic feel to the song. It's not sad, it's not completely happy, definitely melancholic and romantic. And now when it is building up, you can see there are more instruments coming in, some kind of a horn kind of sound. I'm not sure. I think all the producers will be able to, music producers I mean, will be able to figure it out. Some kind of an organ kind of sound is there here. And you can hear that the first time when he was singing, the first verse was exactly similar to this one, but there wasn't this violin type of sound. Na, 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 na. Hear it, you can hear it again. See. And now that the song is building up to its climax, you can hear that some chorus has come in to support the lead vocal. You can hear it again. So the piano picked up there and it started playing more melodies. You can hear at the back end there's a bass kind of kick, a slight kick drum kind of sound, but it is very mellow. Maybe a fretless bass or something, and it's playing a melody tak 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 tak. Tak, tak, tak. See, the interlude is obviously amazing, and that's a feature of all AR Rahman songs. If you listen to them carefully, it's so musically rich. It's not just about the vocals, it's not just about the lyrics or the situation or the visuals. I've heard it many times, many directors saying that they had to work on their visuals more because he created something brilliant. So they had something in mind, some vision was there about the song. But when the song came in, they knew that, oh, wait a minute, I cannot go with what I had planned, I have to make it bigger. So, this is the genius of A.R. Rahman sir, that he takes the form of the song and he plays around with it so much. How often have you seen a song that has an outro so well blended with the verse? So, because he had already had two verses which sounded exactly similar, he had the luxury of something beautifully written by Mr. Irshad Kamil for the third verse. He chose not to make it a similar verse, instead, he used it and he composed something entirely different melody, entirely different orchestration. Instruments may be the same and the percussion is the same, but then he blends it with the outro, the violin piece that is happening. So the verse directly flows into the outro, and you feel like somebody is just taking you back home. And it's amazing. So you go back and listen to that part again, something that you can use if you're a musician, you can put it in your songs and it will sound amazing. And how often do you see anybody doing that with songs? So that's my breakdown of the song Mahi Ve from the movie Highway, one of my personal favorite songs. Let me know through comments what did you feel about it, what other things you observed about the song. I would love to hear from you all. Let's share our knowledge and let's learn from each other. So stay with me, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, and come back and be with me for these videos, and share your experiences with me listening to these same songs if you also like them. This is Dhanesh again from Songs Guitar Music, and I'll see you in the next video.